This is a painting that my man Dreegs Rod gave me on Twitter. He doesn't know that we can see God's face everywhere, because who knows how many hundreds of years it's been since people who actually obeyed Christ got killed, and that's why you don't know what happens when people actually obey Christ, which should be pretty obvious when you see people running around in their underwear on TV with a cross on, and all sorts of things happening. Just people saying that they're Christ followers, but actually they don't do a single thing that he says. And I'm here to witness to everybody that actually do what Christ says by the power of his name. And ever since I started doing that, it hasn't been my whole life, trust me, but ever since I started doing what Christ said, all of a sudden he let me see his omnipresent face, like eyes, nose, mouth, and beard. If you don't know what omnipresent means, it means everywhere. If you don't know what highlight means, a lot of people don't know what highlight means. It's when you draw over top of something that's already there. Now this picture that Rod gave me doesn't really have a lot of hard lines, right? It's kind of like blurry, so I had to trace over blurry lines. But if you gave me something else that was a little bit higher contrast, then you'd be able to see higher contrast stuff. But I'll show you a high contrast example, which I'm just looking at right now, which I missed. I'll add that at the end of the video. So if you want to know how this happens, you ever heard of Jesus Christ? Pick up his Bible and do what he says. You don't have to pay money to anybody. And I think Jesus could care less if you went to church or not. The only reason why I go to church is to show people that they're going to hell, basically, because they're stealing this, or they're trying to steal this magic from the world that, just like Christ said, his coming would be omnipresent. And Luke 17:24, he's like, the coming of the Son of Man will be like lightning can be seen from one end of the sky to the other. And guess what? It is. I can see it in like the paint on my wall, in my skin, in this random painting this guy gave me, in absolutely every visible thing. And like Christ said, paradise or heaven is closer than you think. And he also said that getting to know God is paradise, because he's so excellent. And hating God and believing in a lie about God is obviously the worst thing. Would you have it any other way? If you were a good creator and you wanted your what kind of predicament are we in? Your foolish creation to recognize that you're good, because we have a free will. We can believe that we are pink dinosaurs, or we can believe that we're God's creation, and we should, because as I've proven here, we can see God's face and everything, which proves that we were made in his image, which is a lot better than the monkey story. You're a monkey, grab a gun and kill for me so I can be rich. Like what our higher education institutes tell us.